Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to take you through achieving this coiling hair using wool. Now I'm doing the measurement of the wool that I'm going to measure and cut, which is 10 inches as you can see on the screen. Measuring it into equal halves. After measuring it, then I'll have to go through the process of cutting it, which I've already cut into 2 equal halves. Now I went through the process of brushing the wool very well using my brush. I brush it very well to give me that smooth and silky texture I want it to give me. While brushing it very well, I make sure all the tangles comes out and it gives me that smooth texture. So after brushing it, the ones I've done before, I join it together and brushed it all over again. Brush the two together to ensure that all the tangled portion in the wool are being brushed out when doing it. So now I've done it, going through the process of cutting it into pieces to and taking into the rolling process. Now before doing that, I have to comb it again to ensure that the tangled ones are being combed out. After doing that, this is my straw that I'll be using. What I mean is a straw stick. Using the straw stick, putting the wool on the straw stick, as you can see. Please kindly watch it carefully. I'm going to make sure it is being twisted on the stick. So now turning the stick very well so that it can be tight. Then when turning it, anti-clockwise is not right. You have to try as much as possible to turn it clockwisely. As you can see, it is right. So you twist it on it. Make sure it isn't hard on the stick because it's going to be folding. Twist it properly and firmly. When you're twisting it, make sure the wool also is twisting on it properly. As you can see, please watch closely. After I'm done rolling the wool on the stick, I make sure I use my clip to hold it firmly at the edge and at the bottom so that it won't be loosed from the stick. So watch that closely how I'm going to do it. As you see it now, it is firmly hold. So now it still remains space on the straw. Taking another portion of wool, going through the same process by combing the detangled parts out. Please don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button, as you can see it on the screen, and I'll really appreciate it. Thank you very much for doing that. So now back to what I'm saying. Combing the detangled parts out with a tail comb, then smoothing this texture, so going through the same process. Now turning it on very close parts of the first portion I already did. I turn it firmly but not too tight so that it won't affect the straw. So as you see, it is being turned clockwisely very well. Going through the same process of clipping it also. I clip it when I'm done to avoid losing from the straw stick. So as you can see, I'm going to clip it. I clip it again. So after clipping it, now I have to make sure it is firmly hold. So now there's this space on the top of the stick. I have to create another portion there, taking the same portion of wool. You can see there's a part of the entangled portion on the wool. I try to comb it out. The reason why I'm combing the entangled portion out is that so that it won't affect the coils at the end result when I'm done with everything. So now turning it, going through the same process again, making sure it is firmly hold, twisting it and turning it clockwisely. Don't forget, turn the wool clockwisely on the stick and make sure it's firm. Then after doing that, going through the same process of clipping it again. As you can see on the screen, I clipped it firmly. So now I'm done with the space on the stick. There's no more space, and this is the 3 portion of space. Please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Now the hot water is ready. I put my Mega Growth Deep Leaf Conditioner into the hot water. I try and put enough quantity. So after putting it, I use the bottom of my big comb to stir it properly because I can't dip my hand inside hot water. So stirring it properly, I put my weave-on oil to make sure it is smooth, and you can see I'm stirring it. Please don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel. God bless you as you do so. So while stirring it, now is to put the rolled straw and everything inside the hot water. I try as much as possible to make sure the wool is being soaked very well inside the hot water to avoid any parts not being properly soaked in the hot water. So while dipping it inside the hot water and making sure everything is being soaked, I leave it inside the hot water for like 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I brought everything out. You can see it's very hot, so I have to bring them out one by one. After bringing everything out, I try and use the cloth to absorb the hot water out of it. After doing that, I try as much as possible to make sure the cloth absorb all the necessary water. So now I have to secure it inside a container and keep it till the following day. The reason why I had to preserve it till the following day is to achieve the coiling section. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel as is displayed on the screen. So now I'm trying to remove it from the stick, and you can see how the coils is bouncing. That is how it will look like after going through all the necessary process. Now I removed it from all the straw, removing the pin, going through the same process repeatedly. You can see how the coils are there. So see, you can see that I'm trying to use a stick to also pass it through the hole that it's on top, just to secure it from joining it together. So that's what I used, and see, now you can see. So that's how I achieve my kinky coiling hair using wool. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the button. If you want to know how I will use this kinky coiling hair to achieve kinky hair bond, kindly drop a comment in the comment section. Thank you.